on Wednesday, 3:15 in the afternoon. Probably be dark in 10 minutes, and we're on a road trip to Doncaster. So Mr. Chippie needs to pick up some goods that he's bought from eBay, and so we are off to Doncaster. We're right on the top of a hill near Leadenham, and thereby hangs a wonderful story. And our CB radio is sat there scanning and not saying anything despite being right on top of this hill. Leadenham Church, like a lot of churches around here, is 1,000 years old and has a roof made of lead. Leadenham and lead, that goes well, doesn't it? And they twice had lead pinched from the roof. And you know what happens? They get 50 quid scrap and it costs £2,000 to replace. And one day, the vicar was so fed up. There's a service I wasn't aware of in the 1662 prayer book to ask God to smite the baddies. So we had this service at Leadenham. I attended it, thought it was amusing, and we asked God to smite the baddies. The next day, the police found a Lithuanian cigarette with DNA on it and nicked the whole baddie lot, who had in fact come from Lithuania, unfortunately. So they're now in prison. So there you are, that service worked, didn't it? Now we'll see what happens further down. Last time we came down this road on a road trip, there were several accidents.
That was the time before.
Well, it looks like somebody's running on channel 34 here. We're at Newark.
He just tipped them little bits of stone out. He wants one there and one there. Oh yeah.
Well, that's where we are. Oh, nearly. What's your motorbike?
He's talking to me.
He changed his mind on the indicators.
Seen a long time ago.
Oh, it's gone quiet again. So we're at the top of a hill near Markham Moor, and plenty of swearing going on.
We're talking bags of 2p, so they were playing a penny falls machine somewhere.
We'll just keep the camera going because this used to be a petrol station, this Starbucks on the right. Was it called the Speedway Garage or something at the time in 1968?
There was a little chef building.
It was. Well, it wasn't always. It was a petrol station. Okay, well, a bit more CB activity. So we might just be able to see Blythe Church. This is North Nottinghamshire Blythe, which is a 1,000-year-old building, which was once, what was it? Other word for monastery.
Abbey?
Yeah, it was an abbey, wasn't it, until the Reformation. And luckily, that's one that didn't get dissolved at the Reformation, because the monks there were so up themselves that they'd bricked the church in half. So half of it was for the people to use, and half of it was for them to use. So
you won't see the church because the term was further.
no, well, we just saw the edge of it. So anyway, the bit they'd bricked up for the people remained as the parish church. So that was that. So Robin Hood Airport used to be called RA Finningley, and that's not a Burger King, is it? It's that expensive services. So we're going to
KFC here now, and it costs a load of new stuff.
Yeah.
A massive B&Q warehouse.
KFC can't find a chicken. Oh yeah, the massive B&Q warehouse. So we're going to the M18 from the A1, which we're currently on, because it's North Doncaster, and it would be a kind of handy way to get through without getting stuck in the traffic. So it's now 4:20 in the afternoon, and we've got 13 miles to go. Unlucky for some. Of course, we're still on 19. In fact, the same people are talking who were talking 25 miles away. So clearly they weren't on 4 watts.
So I mean, everybody told Dick he's already asking for pictures, right? He'll be on it tomorrow. Well, good morning. I've got it here now.
So we're 4.5 miles from our destination of Doncaster. Oh, of course, it's famous for horse racing, isn't it?
And trains.
And trains.
Yeah. Grizzly built the Flying Scotsman in Doncaster.
Good.
Got DSP and everything, so that's a little bit of, yeah. It's the only one I've seen, so, you know, you have like a virtual
Okay, so we're in Doncaster city centre, and it's still spouting, and one of them's called Richard, and Mr. Chippie is, and so am I, so it's a bit full of them, isn't it?
Oh, we're going to the shopping centre, don't we?
And we've stopped moving just as I got the camcorder out. The Flying Scotsman NHS Centre. Yeah, they used to build trains here.
Yeah.
Do they still? No.
No. I think they're building Middlesbrough these days. My mate worked for...
That's the Minster. Yes, there's a 4-manual organ in there.
You are what you eat, sweets as a sign.
I came here as a little boy with my parents in probably about 1971, and the whole idea was to go to a particular cafe who had 3 microwave ovens, and you chose a frozen meal in front of you, out of the display, and they put it in the microwave, and it came out like 5 minutes later, and it was served to you. And people were queuing for miles and miles to have microwave meals at this cafe. So there you go. And there were huge things, as you can well imagine. Do we go kind of undergroundy bit?
Yeah.
That's the train station. That looked like it was once a cinema.
This is the French Gate Shopping Centre, according to the sat-nav.
What happened to the Arndale Centre?
No idea.
Or is it renamed?
No, they won't. Going left here. Oh, wait. Yep.
There's the Minster. When they put that organ in, I think it was in the 1850s, a German brand. And it had a 12-man treadmill to blow it. Well, about 10 years later, it was changed to a more sensible, I think it's still a 6-man pumping system. Imagine having this treadmill to pump the organ.
To keep fit at the same time.
Yeah, they wouldn't be fat thinking like me, would they? Oh, that building's falling, it's being dismantled. Oh yeah. He's on his ICOM. Oh, the only ICOM I ever did, only did one, didn't he, Chippy? The ICB 1050. Yeah. Well, I don't think he'll be on that ICOM. Still at Doncaster, we just stopped outside where Mr. Chippie's picking up. This is still sat there making racket.
You what?
And then Mr. Chippie doesn't know I'm talking to the camera. Okay, so we're on our way back, and we're on a bigger bridge. And still in Doncaster. Don't say I don't show you the place. The canal, or the River Don, one or the other.
It's River Don.
Oh, right. Why is that building a dodgy colour?
It's a Premier Inn.
Oh, is it?
Not Holiday Inn 20 Winks anyway.
Oh yeah. Any of you seen those Holiday Inn? What do they call it?
Light Express.
Holiday Inn Express. So instead of going for 40 winks, I presume you get 20 winks and they wake you up. Right, it's Express. You only get half a sleep here. Basil Fawlty in charge, of course.
Oh, we're next to the Minster or whatever. Oh, going back into the shopping centre.
Good. Yeah. I've got this mental barrier of not being able to go into a next shop because it simply says next, so go to the next shop. Right, we'll come back on if there's still some light in a bit. Well, we're just about... we had fish and chips at Tick Hill, Tickhill, Tick Hill. And we've just gone through Ranskill. There was a chip shop there as well. So it's starting to get dark. It's only 6:15. We need to get back to Tango Towers, doing on the air tests. And hopefully we'll be doing that Mustang 3000, which was the pretty major restoration, the one which had the built-in cogwheels and clock parts. So we will conclude the video. So although we've not really done anything radio-wise, we've had the radio on, and you've heard all the burner brigade in around Doncaster, and the swearing and the usual bucket mouths. There's been some sensible conversations between lorry drivers on other channels, and that's fine. That's what it's all about. So we'll say 10-10 till we do it again. Thanks for watching.